We're on. Hello, welcome back. My name's Newman, and this is My Life with Plants. Today we're going to check out a few orchids and see if they have any fragrance or not. And we're going to start with the Cotylogenes here. This is Cotylogenes intermedia. I'm going to see if it's got any fragrance or not. Let me just put you back here. Right. Oh yeah. It's kind of sweet, spicy. It kind of reminds me of kind of cinnamon, actually. It's like a extra spicy, sweet cinnamon smell. That's the best I can describe. And this one's growing in sphagnum moss. It was growing in very fine bark, and I decided to put it in sphagnum because they love a lot of water. Here's a close-up of the flowers. It has 3 inflorescences, 1, 2, and a third one. I'm lucky to get flowers at all, considering it's my first time growing a Cotylogenes. The climate here gets too hot for cool growing orchids, so these are going to have to go down at the back of the property. I'm going to have to put up a little mini greenhouse with a lot of shade cloth where it's much cooler and moister during the summer, because it won't survive anywhere else. That's for real. Alright. The second one. Alright. Let me take you over to the light here so you get a better view of this. This is a Dendrobium nobile hybrid, and its name is Dendrobium nobile. Let me pull that tag out a bit. Saohimat. Now, as far as Dendrobium nobiles go, this one, let's just have a sniff. The best way I could describe this is jelly beans. It smells like jelly beans. So this is the best smelling Dendrobium I have. I have a lot of other ones, and this one has the best fragrance, or the sweetest. Close up of the flowers there. So I really like this one, and it's starting to produce 2 new canes there. Yeah, that's very good. Okay, let me just put the camera down while I put this back. Kind of don't have a lot of space during the winter. I am in the process of thinking out ideas of how to look after orchids in between. Okay, next one. This one here is Leptotes bicolor, which is native to southern Brazil, and I think going into Paraguay too. and it has these lovely. Then they got an extremely long peduncle, so each cane can have up to 3 flowers, and they tend to point downwards. And this is supposed to have vanilla scented flowers. But nothing at all so far. It might need higher light to produce the smell. But what's interesting about this is its leaves. Its leaves are almost completely turned right over into a cylindrical shape, and it's got a big groove down there. So it's like the leaves are completely enveloped on themselves and very thick and juicy. And this one grows in nice moist lowland jungles, on trees, so it likes a lot of moisture. And I've potted it in terracotta here in sphagnum moss. Why am I using sphagnum moss? Because once these go outdoors, it's not as humid and moist as I would like it to be, and that's why I put them in sphagnum, to keep that moisture up. The next one almost finished flowering. Dendrobium kingianum, and this one has lovely. It's a hybrid. It's got lovely speckled. It's like tie-dye flowers here. So this one has one of my favorite fragrances of all. And this one has a lovely fragrance, very very floral, kind of like almost like a bar of soap, that kind of a floral. It can sometimes be overpowering too, depending on the hybrid. So this one's been repotted into terracotta, sphagnum moss, and I used to grow this particular orchid back in New Zealand, where I was born. And back in New Zealand we had these out the back in the shadiest place, which was south. So now I live in the northern hemisphere. The south is the sunny side, but in New Zealand being the southern hemisphere, the south side was very cool and shaded. And these Dendrobium kingianums would get about a maximum of 2 to 3 hours of late afternoon sun, and the rest of the time they were completely shaded, completely. So it was just like bright shade, and it was very cool, never got that warm, about 20 degrees was 25, could have been the maximum. Very cool, very breezy area, so I know that much about them to be able to grow them successfully. Alright, we have another one right here. I don't know if it's still fragrant or not. Let's see. Here's a little bit. fragrance. Beautiful flowers, very tiny, come in clusters. And its name is Epicatlia Kyoguchi Happy Field. There's the tag there, Epicatlia Kyoguchi Happy Field. And I think this one's going to be a nice easy one to grow, and I like it because of its clustering flowers, and the fragrance is typical of a epidendrum or a cattleya, kind of that kind of fragrance. I got one that's got a big bunch of buds right there, and that's mint gold. One more to go. Stay tuned. Okay, the last one. This one is Phalaenopsis Jaiho Pink Girl. And this is just a keiki. It's about 4 years old, taken off a much bigger plant that I have in the living room. This one stays by us, let's see, a western window, so it's morning sun. I put paper towels up on the window to keep it shaded because during the summertime I don't want the sun to come in on this plant at all. It doesn't do the root system any good. Sets it back, actually kills the root system. But we're going to check out if it's fragrant or not. Let's see. Now that is a lovely floral, soapy fragrance. It's just like a bar of soap. So you could say that this is the equivalent of a rose. Yeah, exactly. This has the fragrance of roses. Absolutely. In Japan, they call it the sakura orchid, because this resembles the clusters of blooms that you get on cherry trees every spring, which will be opening pretty soon down by the river away. It's close to here where I'm living, and just about everywhere in Japan. Everyone likes to go out and have a picnic underneath the cherry blossoms. There you have it. So if I had to choose which orchid has the most fragrance, well, it all depends on your preference. If you love rosy smells, or if you like Kingianum, which is a much stronger floral smell. I would say Kingianum is just similar to roses once again, but very much stronger. And then you have the Dendrobium Saohime, which has a nice sweet fragrance. So it all depends on what you like. And then you have the Coleogenes intermedia that has the cinnamon, sweet, spicy cinnamon smell. So I kind of like all of them. I can't choose. That's the root system in there. Some of it died back during the last summer because it got very hot, but I'm prepared to keep it more shaded, keep the heat away. It means backing them away from the windows if so need be. Anyway, that was a little introduction of my orchids in flower. The next video that I'm going to do is me setting up the area where they're going to be put outside again. So I have a new area that's much more shaded, and stay tuned for that. And thanks for watching. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you have any questions, let me know, because I like talking about plants. I'll be happy to answer, or even if you just share something of your own. Maybe you've got something in bloom and you just want to tell me about it, and go ahead. I'm always interested. Anyway, until next time, we'll see you. And don't forget that looking after your plants is not a chore, it's part of your self-care. So go and get a plant and start taking care of it today, and you'll feel much better. Thanks for watching. See you.